Yo, world. It's your two favorite uncles on the porch.
You already know. And guess what? Soon as we get on the porch, his microphone go out. How about that? Ain't that something? Soon as we get on the porch, his microphone go out. Man, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I just talked to you. I just talked to you. Oh, yeah, it was a technical moment. It's all good, folks. Everything, stuff happened on the porch. This is the porch.
Mm-hmm.
This is
right now we got some mosquitoes on the porch.
Yeah. Y'all didn't see that's what it is. You done brought them mosquitoes from old North Carolina down here. That's what it is.
No, these in
North
Georgia
Carolina
mosquitoes.
Huh?
Hey!
Oh, there you go. All right,
Man,
then. All right.
I'm back.
Timu real fast. What is your fast though?
I had to run over to China right quick and get this fixed.
Yeah, man.
But like I said,
Yeah.
before we had the little mix up, we on the porch again, man. We got two special guests on the porch with us, Mr. Delando and Melissa Langley. Welcome to the porch.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Hey, man. That was nope. That's my sister. That's my bro, man. That's my brother. My sis, man. You did what I'm saying. That's my bro, and that's my sis.
Hey,
that's not Delando and Melissa Langley. That is the $1 million Langleys.
Hey, if both of them are drowning, who you saving first?
Who I'm saving first?
Who you saving first?
Who I'm gonna pull out? What you know?
Who
what?
you gonna pull out first?
I'm gonna let you get that Black History fact, and then I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna answer that right there. As soon as you get that Black History fact, we're gonna let them wait because I know both of them want to know. They really want to know.
So Black History fact for tonight.
What we got?
John Chavis.
John Chavis.
First Black African American on record to attend college.
On record to attend college.
How about that? Attend college. John Chavis.
How about
1799.
1799. We've been going to school for a long time, y'all.
Long time, bro.
Yeah. A long time.
Long time. He ain't the first to get his degree, but he the first to go to college. On record.
He the first one that the community came together and had everybody, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get 55 cents from over here and 10 cents from over there, and you're going to bring quarter, and we're going to send you off to the school because you got the mind to be great.
Right.
And that is what it takes sometimes for communities to come together. And when you see an individual in your community that has that potential, invest in them.
That's where the village started, right there with him.
Right. That is where it started at, man.
So stop all that talking, man. Who you saving?
I'm about to get back to it, but
my bad. You taking too long, man. We want to know.
Who I'm gonna get back to it because you see, dig it, because me being who I am, I'm gonna always have you with me, so I already know we got both of them. You did already,
and I have an answer.
Uh-oh.
Save Delando because he won't let me die.
Ooh. She never lied. She never lied.
Save him first, and I'm already safe.
So
what's up?
So after we pull him out, he gonna jump back in.
I can swim.
No, he'll carry me.
Okay.
He got me.
That's the answer I'm looking for. I can swim.
Yep.
We just need one to swim.
I don't know if you heard that saying that this don't apply, but he ain't heavy. He my brother. She ain't heavy. Right. That's my other.
Hey, that's what's happening, my brother. That's what it is. You heard it right here, right now.
That
live. Hey, man. So I know, again, kudos. If y'all don't know, let me tell y'all, man. These two individuals have raised an awesome female. They have raised a princess and she's ready to become that queen that she was raised to be. She's going off to college and, she's the $11 million scholar. You know what I mean? Ain't too much for her. She could have did better. You know what I mean?
11.
I tried to tell her to do a little bit more, but you know what I'm saying?
I don't know no school that costs $11 million. and they about to give her $11 million to go to school.
That's
She ain't got to pay for nothing.
huh?
Nothing.
Huh?
$11 million. Hey man, I was glad just to receive the hope. Get my little $450, $600. I was happy with that.
Hey, you should have been.
Man.
You should have been, man. That's something that anything is better than nothing. You know, you have individuals that won't apply for assistance because of their pride, or they don't want to appear that I'm broke. So, if you go to some of them soup kitchens and some of them kitchens, I mean, in some of these major cities, you probably find some rich people in there. They're gonna be serving, but they're gonna eat too.
Yeah, they say
saving money, folks.
Before the fall.
I mean, you it's all on you and how you see the system and how you allow the system to play you. But back to the beautiful Langleys. How y'all doing?
Doing well. Yeah. Life is good.
Life is good. Life is great. I'm sure.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is.
I'm sure, man. So how does it feel to be the parents of this, a scholar of this level in this day and this time, in our time? You know, this is history that has been made, and you are the focal point of that history. How does it feel?
You go ahead first.
So it's a sense of accomplishment, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then for me, it's more so we started the plan, but when it was time to put it into action, I had to deploy. So for the first part, I wasn't present in the physical, but I was present in the emotional and the mental. So, and from the outside looking in, watching the plan that all of us made, and then watching them execute it, I just sat back and just like, you know, it was, they did it perfectly.
You like, my man, you on the sideline, just like, yeah, man.
Hey, he coaching, man. He the
proud
GM.
papa, man. Hey, listen. Yes, execution. You know, military, the planning phase, the execution phase.
Yes,
once
sir.
we plan it, everybody know what the plan is. We're gonna set our watches.
Yes,
and
sir.
Once it strike midnight, y'all go. We in go mode.
That's
and
it.
It was in go mode.
You already know which way you got to go. As long as you go the way that you're supposed to go, the mission will be successful.
Yeah,
that's beautiful, man. What you got, sis? What you got, sis? How do you feel?
It's a great feeling. It's a feeling of confirmation. That all the years of intentionality, that's the word that, you know, I've really have learned to embrace as a parent and as a mother, to be intentional with the things that I do, the things that, you know, I choose for Madison, for my husband, for our family, that when you are intentional, then you can will, if you say, or manifest what the outcome will be. And so just thankful that, you know, it hasn't been an easy road, but it's worth it. And Madison got to have a front seat view of when you work hard, and when you have discipline, and when you are consistent, what you'll reap your harvest, but you got to put in the work. And so I'm glad that she was able to see all aspects of this, the easy part, the hard part, you know, every aspect, and see what the outcome would be, so that she can now apply the same framework that we use for this in her adult life.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's beautiful. And I mean, again, man, it's just beautiful. I mean, what else can you say aside from it's beautiful? It is awesome when you get to witness these type of experiences and to be connected to it. It's like, wow, this is awesome, man.
So how soon did she start this process? You know, as far as applying for schools, scholarships.
So before it was, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Before it was applying for schools, it was showing her the vision first. So like around middle school, 7th grade, you got to actually show them the vision before you do anything else. they got to be able to buy into it. They got to be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? So it was every time we went on a vacation, we found a HBCU or some school in the area where we took them to. From my mom's taking me to places and reading all the historical markers and stuff or whatever. I just tried to impart it upon my kids. And for her, it was, we found these schools. Hey, let's go over here. And then she would read how the school was formed, like what a lot of it was formed with churches and stuff or whatever. So that foundation right there. And once we started with that, we built upon it. So that's my jump off, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to wifey.
So I always go back to intentionality. The funniest thing is that when people come up to us and they ask us, they always ask us, you know, that question, you know, when did you start? You know, when did you start applying? And I like to say that with anything in life, the first thing that you have to start with is the framework, the mindset. So the mind is the first thing. I tell people they want to put a roof on a house that has no frame. They want to put a roof on a house that has no foundation. So we have to set all of that up. So like my husband said, you know, putting her in programs. I tell people that Madison had no summer off. So we know 9 months a year. So in the summertime, she was at college residential programs, some type of educational program. And of course she had her fun. So, you know, I don't want people to think that we were just ruling with an iron fist. She had her fun, but education was always interwoven because I do believe that education is what can catapult you and change the trajectory or even make it even better for your life. So, you know, making her mindset, you know, and then when you get down to applying for scholarships, she started applying for scholarships as early as middle school. Her first scholarship was in the 7th grade for $250. And it's set in the 529. And as we just kept applying, as she is awarded them, they're just sitting the 529 and wait for it to be applied. And then going into college is learning how to navigate the application process.
All right, now, all right. Wait a minute. You giving away too much of the tea. Right? Hold up. We giving away too much of the tea. Because if you don't know, world, we're going to go ahead and let y'all know the Langleys are coming to Dooley. You dig? They're going to bless us with this knowledge and this information on the tactics that they took to get where they are. So on April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we will be at the Dooley County High School in Vienna, Georgia. You know, you click that. We have this form out. You either scan or click on the link that's on the flyer and register. You know, lunch will be provided for those who register, and gifts will be provided by the Montravius Adams Foundation. So that's on the 27th, and we look forward to that. And I already know, you know, again, I'm appreciative of you coming and volunteering that information for Dooley.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I had to cut you off right there because I know sis go out there and just let everybody know what time it is. And like, well,
hey, and listen, this is I'm coming back to Dooley. I done been there before with Buddy Lee and all the guys from listen. So hey, I'm coming back to put my feet in that grass.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing like that grass on 622.
Nah, ain't nothing like it, man.
That is some beautiful grass, man. Hey, but Diggy, you know what I'm saying? I got a question for you, Delando. You got a daughter, right? Me and Unc was on the porch one time, and you know, we had a conversation. So it related to Dr. Umar Johnson's statement. So I'm gonna play this clip for you, and then I want to get your perspective on it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hold on, it's tripping.
A lot of people agree. A lot of people disagree with, you know, Doc's beliefs. But hey, man, he kept it real.
Hey, hopefully that man stand on what he say. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, he kept it real.
But, bro, hey, as a father with daughters, hey, bro.
Yeah. Same here. Daughter, nieces.
That right. That's a different monster because I understand. I'm attached to the pain aspect of that. I understand that, you know, individuals gonna be individuals because we all do what we do, and it's not just the males that's always the one doing the cheat. You dig?
Right.
So basically, what Doc was saying was, if someone was to step out on his daughter, he would tell her to stay, like, as long as everything else is in order. If he just so happened to have a oops here and there, she should just let that go.
Bruh, what's up? What you saying?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that's deep. So the first context I thought it was he was putting his hands on her. And so he cheated on her, and she came to ask him, should she stay? So
what do I do, Padre?
Hey, you got that same look that we had. You know what I mean?
Yes, yo. Oh my God. Man, you playing dirty pool, man. Listen.
Hey, we don't play no dirty pool on the porch, man. What you talking about, man? What you talking about? Come on, give it to me. I know you got it in there. I know it's in there. Go on, tell me what you gonna tell me.
You know what? I've always trained and brought my kids up to go with your gut. And see, I know I go with my gut. You know what I'm saying? You can think with the heart, the heart and the head, but that gut never fails you. So I don't make those calls for my kids or whatever. I just sit back and put all the facts in front of her. I'm like, all right, here's A, B, and C. You done wrote down all your pros and you done wrote down all your cons. So now that you went through your pros and your cons, what does your gut tell you? And I'm gonna tell her to follow that. And once you make a decision, don't look back, because that first decision is the one you should make. You start second guessing yourself, and that's when you make mistakes.
Facts, sir.
So
I agree with those statements on this porch right here. What you say? What you got, Uncle Goat?
Hey man, like we talked about before, that's tough. I'm not gonna tell you to stay. I'm not gonna tell you to leave. You're gonna hopefully my knowledge to you over the years help you make that decision. You know what I mean? But you know, I understand oops happen. You know, I'm not the type you oops on me, you through. You know what I mean? but you know, if
what if you oops on them? Should they be through? If you oops on them, should they be through?
I'm gonna go ahead.
How you gonna want to go up in there one time? It was an oops.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Come back in the house and say,
you know what?
Oops, baby. How you gonna be that way?
Now Tank said maybe I deserve.
That's what he said.
Tank was hurting on that song too. hey, I want to cry for Tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if I just so happen to oops, you know what? I completely understand. Honestly, I don't think
you completely understand.
Hey, I completely understand, because it's not going to be the same. I personally don't think it's nothing you can do to regain that person's trust.
So you one and done.
One and done. Hey, mama always told me, she said, if you have a oops, she said, do not think she's not gonna get you back.
Oh man.
Oh, so you worried about the get back. You ain't worried about what you did.
No.
I worried about the get back.
I ain't worried. I ain't worried
about the get back, bro.
He worried about the get back.
I'm worried about the get back. I'm worried about the get back. I'm worried about the get back to the point where I don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
black men don't cheat.
No, black
I done said that several times. Don't make me, man. Don't get me started on that tonight. Man, black men don't cheat.
But we'll chop that one up another time. But
boy, almost got me riled up in here, man.
Mama always say, do not think a woman would not get her lick back. She says two kind of women in this world: one that gonna let you know she got her lick back, and one that's not gonna let you know she got her lick back.
So which one you prefer?
I prefer to just do right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to stay in my Bible. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to keep reading. I'm just studying in the word.
You gonna do what?
Just keep reading, studying the word.
And so I'm going to
better to prove yourself. Yes, sir. Better to prove yourself. You better do it, brother.
I'm going to cut in from a woman's perspective because I have an issue with what you said, that there's not going to be a woman in the world that would not get their lick back, because maybe there are females who would not get their lick back.
Get him, sis. I knew you were going to get you.
Have to get her lick back.
Get him, sis.
So I've been cheated on several times, and I've never cheated back as revenge, because I don't believe in revenge.
Ain't no such thing.
The universe will bring it back on its own.
That part.
So I don't want you to walk around thinking that all women would want their lick back. Females would, and there's a difference between a female and a woman.
Oh man, talk to us, sis. He don't know nothing about that.
Hey,
he don't know nothing about that, sis. Talk to him. Talk to him.
I'm old school. I'm gonna get my lick back, then we gonna talk about it.
And now you gonna throw the rock and hide your hand.
I'm gonna get my lick back. Now let's talk about what we both done did. You know what I
mean? Hey, speaking of that, you made me think about another conversation we had on the porch, and this one gonna be for sis.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so hard for people to get people to buy into themselves? I got a question for you, bro.
Talk to me.
Why does it seem to be so hard for people to buy into themselves, to buy into their own abilities?
I don't know, man. People don't like change, bro. People get a little comfortable in what they're doing. People are afraid to fail.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with what Uncle Ghost said. People don't like change, and people can't buy into them, or people choose not to buy into themselves because they don't know any better. Sometimes we are a product of our own environment, and unfortunately, a lot of us never escape our environment to see all the possibilities that are outside of what we're accustomed to. And so when we don't see anything other, it's like when you take your average inner city or, rural area, people who are maybe, poor or, lower middle class, and they don't get to travel. They don't get to see the possibilities of what there is out there. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't have the capacity to see what we could be, because all we're surrounded by is what we already are.
Exactly.
And so that's why it's important, for us to go into underserved communities, to spread this information, because if you don't have access to, alternative thinking, and people are likely, as Uncle Go said, likely less to change, because I told my husband, we have this conversation all the time. People would rather deal with their chaos that they have normalized than the possibility of being free and living a whole nother lifestyle, because it's the unknown. Black people, we always have the saying, the devil you know is better than the one you don't.
No, yeah.
So what if we don't deal with the devil at all?
Exactly.
And so
why invite me in? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, so that's why it's difficult when we don't see the possibilities. And I think, for me, when I was, young, when I was Madison's age, being able to go out and go to college away from home, being able to go and live in Switzerland for 2 years, having this exposure to another side of life. I was fortunate enough to have a wealthy couple that took, I was a part of a program, and they took me under their wings, and, just kind of, I got to see how wealthy people live, and not just wealthy financially, but just a whole nother world that I would have never had that access to. And that always stuck in me, that if I was to ever have children, I want my daughter to have not only access to it, but I want that to be her reality. Because it's one thing to have access to that and then have to return home to hell. Now, let me just say that my home life was not hell. My family was great. I had a great upbringing, but just to go back to areas like, going to Beverly Hills for the day and then coming back to
Compton.
Right. It's you've already seen a different way of life. So how do I get over there? You know, and then now how can I come back to help other people get over there? And that's the tricky part, because when you come back to try to help people, everybody don't want help. Everybody, when it comes to scholarships, everybody just wants the website, but they don't want to do the work. Everybody wants the harvest, but nobody want to work in the field.
So don't nobody got to put that grass.
So we have to. That's the problem. So you know, it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to Jay-Z and he said, you know, like he was telling Nipsey Hussle, like, you know, yeah, I'll help people in Marcy, but you're not going to see me in Marcy because of the simple fact that it's certain things that you just can't do because of the mindset of sometimes the people you're trying to help. And everybody that, you know, came with you can't go. And it's you have to understand that too. I always use the analogy of a rocket. When a rocket goes up in the sky, it has the boosters to propel it. But once it gets to a certain level, you have to drop the boosters to get to your final destination. Otherwise, you won't go because you're too heavy.
Right.
So that's what we have to apply in life. So I think that that's why people, you know, are reluctant for change, reluctant to believe in the possibility that they don't have to be the way that, you know, it's always been through generations and generations and generations.
Right.
But it's difficult to teach people differently.
Right. You can't teach a person nothing, really. You can only show.
Right.
And you show through your actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you guys have any social medias or anything that, you know, you would like, or any other upcoming events aside from the April the 27th? Do you have any others already booked, or you?
Yes.
Okay.
So we will be. Madison has toured all of the schools here in our district. She's doing the class of 2025 for her high school and for her rival high school, Bradwell Institute and Liberty County High School. And then we will be in North Carolina May 10th. And we are working on Jacksonville, Florida, and in my hometown, Jersey City, New Jersey. So we're just waiting for the sponsors to finalize those things. And then we are also planning to do some parent workshops in different areas of Georgia. So him and I have been scouting locations to try to get it in areas where we can help our target audience. So stay tuned right now. And then we will be launching our website. We just started a company from Madison called The Sky Is Not the Limit that allows her and I and Delando to go and teach everyone just under the umbrella of the company, because we want to teach her generational wealth, but also how to build that, and then also how to help our communities. So we're starting that, setting that infrastructure up for her now.
And just to add a little caveat, so the North Carolina trip, that's to my high school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
okay. Yep.
All right.
I mean, look,
y'all already know. Unc got you. So anything you need from On the Porch or Two Brothers in a Dream or Bang Your Head Studios or Don't Bite Your Mouth Barbecue, you know what I'm saying? You just holler at Unc and hey, we gonna make it do what it do, because that's what we do.
Already.
I'm gonna make sure the food good, because I'm his assistant, aka sampler.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure the food is safe for
hey, that was my
everybody.
job, AJ.
Yeah, hey, man. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had to go serve the country, so somebody else had to.
You lost your job.
I know.
Like, you out there keeping
So
us
how I
safe,
get fired on my day off, man? Like, yeah.
You ain't fired, bro. You ain't fired. You already know. Anytime I got that grill out there, you can sample.
All right.
when it's sample time, you already know. Ain't
Yeah.
Right.
No
yeah. Hey, you know, like I know that Joker is particular about his food.
Yes.
It got to come off at a certain minute, certain second.
Hey,
if not,
the science.
Yeah.
And then you got to run inside and get the rest of the stuff and bring it out.
Yeah. He done yelled at me a couple times, like, man, it's off. You got to pour it now.
Too.
Don't pour it later. You got to pour it now.
Hey, man. Hey.
It got to taste the same every single time. I'm like,
that's it. That's it. It has to taste the same. You can't have it tasting it good this time, then the next time. Man, what was that? You know?
Listen, hey, consistency. That's it.
That's it. That's it. That's the key to life, consistency, man. But we appreciate y'all coming on the porch, and we look forward to hosting you guys here in Dooley, and any other future endeavors you have that you invite us on. We look forward to working with you guys. I will close by saying that we are products of our environment. That environment is you. Whatever you feel from within, be that. Trust that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Yeah. And if you don't know, ask a question. And if they don't tell you, they don't know either. So you didn't have that. They didn't know. So move on. Until we see y'all again, y'all already know. Be where you at while you there. Peace.